Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and go through my playlist as I was doing yesterday, but I didn't feel like getting out of bed. I just thought I'd cover up the camera rather than sit upright. I mean, it wouldn't really matter, but it would not matter at all. But anyways, I seemed to, for some reason, it just seemed like it just felt great, and so I actually wanted to do exactly what I did yesterday, which is walk down to the night market, listen to some music while I read articles about SEO. But I thought I'd do this first because I did add so many SEO articles just now that I can't. It's going to be a while to get through them all. But I don't think I have so many videos that I can't do them all now before I go. But I don't know. By the time I'm done with this, I maybe won't care to go. Also, oh, apparently I only have 14% battery left on here. That is not ideal. Okay. Well, for some clients, up to 80% of citations come from earned sources, third-party mentions, rather than the brand's own site. What do I have in my pocket? Please tell me it's money. Nope, it's receipts. Brands often find that their AI competitors are different from their traditional business competitors. Okay. Did I don't want chat on for this one. Okay, chat is off. So that just gives me more space, and I care about that at all. Okay, I don't care how you set your prices as long as you're not promising hours. This is the next video. This is only 21 seconds long, so let's. Right, that is his main point and everything, and it's a good point. Your AI visibility data is lying to you? Okay. This is a great one to summarize. This is exactly the type of thing that I would like to summarize. but I added a 4 to the URL, so holy shit. API responses averaged 46 words, while scraped responses from web interface averaged 743 words. API failed to trigger a web search 23% of the time. Oh, I see. So they're saying that the tracking tools use the APIs, whereas they're also scraped. That's fascinating. If you use API data to identify which websites to target for mentions or links, you're essentially optimizing for a parallel universe that your customers will never see. You might think that you are losing to one competitor based on API reports, but in reality, a different competitor is dominating the results seen by actual users. You can manually check prompts in incognito windows, but this is not scalable. Surfer's AI tracker, which is a scrape data tool. So the whole thing was but that's interesting. That is probably a useful tool. Let's see here. What are AI mapping tokens? I do not know. It seemed like a very relevant answer, but I'm not sure that's what he's talking about because this is it's not, was it? It's a 1 minute video, and this is a more than a 1 minute answer. But whatever. Okay, let's just move on. I don't fucking care. What is the message? What is the strategy? That's what I want to know. Oh, mother. Why can't I? Okay, apparently I have to use the dictation before. What is the strategy? Before I add the link. Relationship first warm messaging approach. Moving away from spammy. Reply to their comment with thoughtful question. Don't just add random people. Use filters. Only target prospects who have posted content in the last 30 days to ensure they are active users. Prioritize message people with solid green circle online now rather than a hollow one. So triple response rates by catching them at their desk. Avoid long, dense paragraphs. Use short, factual sentences with plenty of line spacing. Make it easy to scan on mobile. Ask for their opinion on a controversial industry topic. Ask if they know anyone who needs your service rather than asking if they need it. I remember I had that thought one time and I thought it was so genius. Ask people for referrals. Instead of asking people for a sale, you ask them for referrals. But I guess I've incorporated that in my whole thing with that I'm looking for a partner rather than a client. Okay, next video is how to outrank all your competitors. Answer it without having to tell it. Goal completion is a major ranking factor. Google tracks whether a user lands on your site and finds what they need or immediately hits the back button. If users frequently bounce, you'll lose your ranking. Your website structure should mirror the structure of your GBP. To build maximum topical authority. Interesting. Don't waste your host with generic photos. Don't hit new visitors with email pop-up or the second they land. Bad title tags your primary category, and city name should be in the title tag. Many shops only list their brand name, which is a first loser mistake that keeps them out of the top 3. Don't prioritize About Us platitudes or history lessons over the primary service. Move things like events or mural history to the bottom. Use Google's standard colors for review embeds. They build more trust than custom colored reviews that look like the business could have fabricated them. That's an interesting one. Use subheadings for each core service on the homepage and link them to dedicated detailed service pages. Just your homepage with time reviewers January, put rentals front and center for summer, swap them for the relevant season. Okay. Good stuff. 3 things that will explode your freelance business in 2026. What are the 3 things? So I have to do this, but it's just because everything is clickbaity. Stop talking about your design philosophy process. Start talking about the client's problems. I help a specific client achieve a specific type of outcome by specific Uh, when your specialty is clear, onboarding email signals for success, clients can determine if you are the right fit immediately, leading to more productive conversations with people who already want what you sell. I like that. I am posting every time I highlight something, I'm posting it on X. Uh, Clients don't care about passion portfolio, they care about business results, case studies over portfolios, hard numbers. If you lack case studies, do one project or reduce the rate specifically to gain detailed testimony and measurable results. At a reduced rate, I can't even give my shit away. How do you determine what your expertise is worth? This is only 58 seconds long, so let's just listen to it. Interesting. That reminds me so much of these debates, these endless debates I used to have with my family and friends, where they would say like, "How much do you charge for your services?" And I would be like, "It's not like that. It's not like I provide one thing and there is one price for that one thing. And like, if you want two of the thing, then it'll be doubled. It's not like that at all. It totally depends." And at the time, I kept on being like, "I'm not like McDonald's." But then I was thinking yesterday, like, even McDonald's, it's like, what is the cost of one meal at McDonald's? It depends on what you buy. Different people are going to have different prices, and different people are going to have different prices for one meal at so it's like, even at McDonald's, like, it's not even an analogy where it's like, well, one hamburger costs this much money. It's like, yeah, but people don't buy one hamburger for a meal. Usually they buy different things for a meal. So what is the cost of one meal at McDonald's? It's like, it depends. So, the answer is, it depends. I don't know why that was even a thing I was talking to people about at the time. That was honestly stupid, but I didn't like come up with whatever it was that was leading me to have those conversations. I never really came up with any answers, but I did come to the conclusion that those conversations were not helpful. So I just stopped having those conversations with people. Identify whether the prompts your audience uses are being grounded, triggering a real-time web search. I would never have realized that grounded means triggering a real-time web search. Instead of traditional keyword lists, use LLMs to simulate how specific personas, for example, middle-aged vegan beginner runner, would naturally ask questions. Then use Google's People Also Ask data to map out the entire conversation funnel. Fascinating. For large site migrations, use vector embedding models to compare the content of old pages with new pages. What exactly does it mean for a brand to be susceptible to LLM poisoning? We'll come back to that in a second. So, interesting. Mark's team uses Llama to monitor RSS feeds 24/7. And then relevant opportunities are posted to Slack so that they can make immediate responses to news cycles. Brand visibility. I really need to sit upright because my whole arm is asleep. Mark predicts that LLMs will soon run locally inside browsers to reduce costs and access rich user personalization data. This will shift the focus to agentic SEO, ensuring AI agents can easily navigate and understand your site. As more searches happen inside AI interfaces, traditional search engines lose the click data they use to rank sites. Browsers will become the primary source for this valuable user data, behavior data. That's interesting. That is an interesting insight. Prompt injection through images, where hidden text will be revealed after AI compresses the file. So if you put 250 articles, you can basically poison somebody else's uh, brand by posting 250 articles where you make a incorrect statement about them. Hmm. Okay. All right. That was a. I like it. I only read the summary, but I'm gonna go give him a like. I'm gonna like his video. Is this e coffee with experts? I don't even think what happened here. Interesting. I did not realize that was the same as the first video. People that put it out. How do I leave a comment? Where did my ability to comment go? All right. What's the next one? I think I skipped this one earlier. So we're going to go to it. So I'm going to do it now. Web design. Instead of they prioritize no notice, they do in-person small favor marketing. While 90% of his leads came from in-person interactions, referrals, and networking, he was spending 90% of his time and stress tinkering with his agency website. Yeah. Instead of a site that sells his services, he now runs a offer to interview and feature a local business for free on your community site. This allows you to show off your web design skills while meeting the owner in a helpful, non-salesy way. Interesting. This is web designers should stop calling themselves web designers and start identifying as local marketing businesses. Good point. Um, don't rely on your website, networking groups, or affiliate partners sell for you. You must be the one leading the sales conversation. This is all very much in line with my whole idea of creating this SEO directory. It's all very much. When a business owner calls, don't ask, "What do you want me to do?" Instead, show up with a local authority blueprint, a clear package of services, website, Google business profile, email marketing that you know they need to generate actual leads. Okay, so here's this video about Claude Code or Claude Cowork, which has been hyped unbelievably. Okay, I don't care. What is the next one? Oops. Posted it twice there, didn't I? The next one is I got it is loud. Oops, that was the wrong lights to turn on. So there we go. That one's better. How long have I been doing this for? 32 minutes. 34 minutes. Every verified entity on the internet has a knowledge graph machine ID. Really? If you don't have this, Google doesn't know who you truly are. You're an isolated entity. What is my knowledge graph machine ID? Really? The knowledge graph search API Explorer, huh? Like 404, buddy. Let's just search for Google Knowledge Graph API Explorer. The first result is a sponsored result for a non-Google website. It's telling me to use the cloud and ugh. Trying to use Google APIs is always like this. It's just like, what? You know what though? Maybe can you find Gemini does that a lot. It'll act like it can't do something, but then it can. Like it can find your place ID. It can find the place to leave a Google review for you. So why can't it find my knowledge graph? Uh, yeah, okay. You're repeating yourself. You already told me this. Search for AI upgrade dot site. And get the knowledge graph ID. Okay, my live stream broke. Let's get back to it. I don't know what I missed. That's unfortunate. But take it away. Interesting. When users search for brand plus product, Google expands the semantic terms associated with your brand, connecting you to that category. So the users perform the searches, the queries, feed the bots, and trigger the learning processes, but you must have the documents to catch and validate these queries. Good stuff. It's weird how the videos are so much better than the articles, especially when a lot of times these SEO agencies, their main thing is writing articles. All right. It seems a little weird having it summarized a 2-minute video, but URL should be under 60 characters. Talking about the actual letters in the actual URL. He notes that the most successful startups have a CEO CTO split because marketing and sales and product development are both full time jobs that are difficult for one person to balance. Yeah, he makes really good points about the logistical hurdles of bootstrapping a SaaS. And then, which by the way, it just sort of triggered this whole cascade of thoughts in my head about how I've been aware for a while that what I'm trying to do is impossible. And I'm just resigned to that A, it's impossible, and B, I'm just going to keep doing it anyway. So it only makes sense really if you have VC investment. And even then, you need a CEO and CTO. Otherwise, you do service, which I don't know. He seems like, according to the summary, it seems like he just glossed over the whole idea of, because like just saying, oh, we're going to do a service business doesn't really solve the whole problem. There's a lot. I don't know what's going on with this video because it's a Chinese video, but then it has like an AI voice or an English voiceover. Also, I'm a little worried. I don't want. I was gonna say I don't want Gemini to start answering in Chinese, just because the video's been in English this whole time, and I don't want to switch to Chinese. But considering that the voiceover's in English, I guess it wouldn't possibly be a problem. Okay. Honestly, it seems like a whole bunch of filler. What is good taste, and why would anybody want it? All right, I'm at 50 here. I am not 100% sure that I'm going to go past an hour regardless of where I'm at with this. Okay, I'm actually pretty close to catching up to where I left off yesterday. Like right there. So that's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more videos. Specializes in working with clients who are having an identity crisis where the business is successful but no longer aligns with who they are. Interesting. Okay, buying a marketing agency in the age of AI. The risk of buying is in the air. Google changing rapidly. Google ad models are at risk. Yeah, okay. Buying an agency requires the owner to have a hacker mindset. You must be able to reinvent the business every few years. The host worries. Wait, 4 years get your money back. Right. Will it even exist? Will the digital marketing landscape even exist in its current form in the next 4 years? Okay, whatever. That was kind of. And then this one, I really don't care. I'm just a little bit curious as to what he's talking about, but I don't. This is how to create a sales funnel for WooCommerce for free. Cart flows. The answer is cart flows. It's a plugin, of course. It's just he's plugging a plugin. That is what he's doing. That's fine. That's great. Yesterday, I got really excited about this guy, Castro Dash's video about something. So, looking forward to this one. Clearly state the exact service you offer to capture high intent searches. Be specific about what kind of business you are. You are. Identify the local area. List related services. Find an expert video. Search for a long form YouTube video on your topic. Extract the transcript. Feed the transcript into an LLM. I'm sure the AI uses restructure the. Oh my God, we're all just rearranging things, aren't we? Okay. Getting pretty antsy to be done, honestly. Maybe I should just be done. But now, how many more we got? Like 3 more? Okay, fine. Dave Shapiro's articles are always just interesting, not particularly useful. So I don't think I'll need to spend any time on this really. The Universal Commerce Protocol, people have been talking about it. You know, this is the type of thing that it would be nice to listen to. Because it's just like mental masturbation about the future. It's just, like sci-fi hypothesizing. But I really don't think I've listened to this guy's videos about this sort of thing before. And I feel like he hasn't read I feel like he's not like nothing he's saying is grounded in a knowledge of economics, and he's making the same assumptions about technological uh, and adoption that have been made all along with every wave of technology. And I know the whole idea is like, well, this one is different because this one ultimately it can be better than human beings at every single task. But like I don't know. You should have some idea of how economics works when you're going to prognosticate about how technology is going to change the economy. Cold call, 3 6 sales reps dial in a 92-degree room. I don't really care about this one at all. I was just a little bit curious about what this video is even about. Book as many meetings as possible for their sales training course. So I love it. I love it. This is how cults work. What are we selling? We're selling this sales course. You sign up for the sales course, and then what does the sales course consist of? It consists of selling the sales course. All right. I usually, when it comes to N8N, I usually skip those articles. But I recently listened to a video by Jesse Cunningham that I liked a lot. So now I'm always giving him. I'm always gonna at least take a little look-see at his stuff. Alrighty, well, I don't know where I lost it. I'm concluding. I don't really know where I lost it. So the notes here, the use FAQ sections in the text itself, and then put data in tables in the middle of the article so that doesn't get lost. And that's good. We're good enough. We're good here. All right. Goodbye.